Welcome. If you're watching this video, it's because you're interested in knowing who Atlas is and also how to become a mentor. This is the first video in a series of 3, and it'll walk you through who Atlas is, a biblical lens that you should carry with you as you're thinking about mentoring, and then finally, how and what we mean by mentoring here at Atlas. This video, you're going to be learning about who Atlas is, some of our founding pillars, and what Atlas actually means. So come and learn and lean in, and I hope that you can go to the Google Forums and respond there to the questions and promptings so that I know that you have watched this video. Also, I'd encourage you to download the mentor folder so you can have those tools already at your service when I reference them in later videos. Welcome to Atlas. My name is Savannah Clapper, and if you have any questions about mentoring, you can go ahead and email me throughout the process or with later questions, and I hope to be connected with you further after you're done with a mentor meeting. My email is savannah@atlaslincoln.org. The goal of this time is to really learn who Atlas is and why mentoring is important. Atlas is about process. Process equals an opportunity. We are not a program. A program equals a product. We're talking about people. We want to give them an opportunity. So in Atlas, we are a relational ministry that seeks to provide opportunities for the hurting. So our 3 pillars are equipping the saints, helping the hurting, and uniting the community. We are about helping the hurting. This is what our relational ministry looks like. We come beside those who are hurting and try to walk beside them as best as we can through relationship. We are not a mercy ministry, so that means we don't provide direct housing or food, but we are linked to our community members and other nonprofits that can provide those things. However, we do want to help the hurting through relationship, provide the long-lasting hard work that can lead to deep transformation in their character, in their identity, and even in their own purpose. We are also about equipping the saints. That means you. We want to equip you to go and serve your neighbors more, to walk in your covenant identity. We want to equip you to know who God is, who you are, how to obey within that call. We want to equip you to know who your king is, who the power that you have and the authority that you have to carry out the mission of the kingdom. We also want to equip the local churches and connect them. We are not connected to just one denomination or one church congregation or just within Atlas itself. We as an organization and nonprofit seek to be connected to all of Lincoln in order to help the hurting even more. We are also about uniting our community. We want to connect the churches and the nonprofits so that we can be one community that seeks to help the hurting even more. If we do our job within uniting the community and equipping the saints, helping the hurting will be a natural and logical conclusion after those 2 have been done well. We are about peer support, which is why you're watching this video. You are an essential piece to helping us accomplish our mission. You are the peer supporter. You are the mentor that we are training and equipping to go and help the hurting. Our goal is we strive to make disciples who are attaining truth, love, and self-control. Attaining truth, love, and self-control. Atlas. We strive to make disciples who are Atlas. That could be you. That could be another church. That could be the hurting or the mentees that we get to walk beside. Our goal is to make people who are discipling and are discipled into Atlas, attaining truth, love, and self-control. Imagine if you had never had a person walk beside you in relationship. You'd be pretty broken. But imagine if I walked beside one person in a relationship that connected them to a local congregation and allowed them to really be in communion for the first time. Then we both pair up with another mentee. So now that there's 4 of us, and we do it again. Now there's 8 of us, and again, there's 16 of us. Over a 20 years time of that kind of doubling nature, we would have impacted over 1 million people. That's a lot. And there will be some fallout for that. So let's say only 5% of those people are returning mentors or go on to mentor after they've been a mentee. Even with only 5%, that's still 50,000 people impacted over 20 years' time. I think that's time well spent and time that will be transformational in people's lives. I personally came to Atlas through a connection in California. That's where I used to live. I was a youth pastor and I loved it, but I was really feeling called to and into community development. Through a mentor of my own, I asked her, hey, where do you see me? And she thought about it for a moment, and then she said, well, I don't know if you're going to like this because you used to live in California, and I don't know if you want to go back, but there's this organization called Atlas. So I thought about it, and I prayed about it, and she said, hey, do you know this guy named Brody? Brody's our director. And my response is like, no way. I went to college with Brody. So God formed that connection through college, made a connection after, and here I am in Atlas working to help the hurting, equip the saints, and unite the community. God is moving in how Atlas came to be in Lincoln, and God is continuing to move to who he brings in and throughout Atlas. And now you're a part of that. You are a movement of God, and that's powerful and wonderful, and I hope that you see that too. Why mentoring is important. I want to give you a biblical lens to understand God and ourself and others. That is the first thing that you need to take as you go throughout this video series. Mentoring is the stepping stone towards these relationships that we're talking about. We don't want to give just a handout to people. We want to give them a hand up. We want to help them on their journey of life, not just give them something to maintain where they are at. We want to help pull them up from whatever the hurting is in their current state of life and help them through relationship into something that connects them to the larger community where they feel a part and can belong to. In the next video that you're going to be watching, you'll be learning about 2 shapes. These shapes will hopefully help you gain a biblical lens into covenant and kingdom mindsets that will help you not only as a mentor, but as a person.